show you how I was traveling. Got my big power pack over there, yoga mat, window visors, hammock, stuff here, my cooler here. Oh, did you see the fishing pole? Fishing pole there is ready. Blankets, yes, food, what I need, right? I just stopped and got gasoline for $2.10 a gallon. Not bad for a trip. No, not bad at all. Yeah. Now we're gonna head to Galveston. We don't really do anything here in Houston except sightsee. The vibe is a little bit different. Oh, I want to get me a cheap dash cam for real. So yeah, we're here in Houston now, and we just stopped off and got some gas, right? I came in, well, we're not quite in Houston. We're like 35 miles outside of Houston at Woodland Hills, right? We at Woodland Hills, and the gasoline down here is cheaper than it is in Dallas, for sure. For sure. Let me tell you. Ooh. So just filling up my cups with some ice. Yes. And did I bring me a garbage bag? Might not have brought a garbage bag. So she asked me how many bags I needed, and I thought I would only need one, but I'm thinking maybe I should have got two. Maybe. Okay. Maybe I should have got two. And don't forget, we need to see those little trailers called casita. Don't forget to look them up. I know right now you just too excited to look it up right now. But, you know, when you settle down, please look it up, because you might want to get you one of those. Little casitas were so cute, right? It might be just a little extra space that you need should you have to move on the road. Okay? So, yeah. My phone isn't gonna like traveling in the sun. Because when we go west, southwest, we hit nothing but sun. Nothing but sun hitting us right in our face. Okay? So, yeah. We're going to move on down here a little further. Moving forward. Okay. So, like I said, I can get from my house down to Houston with $20 worth of gas, as long as the gas stays under $2.50, no problem. Shit, it's 84 degrees down here. We definitely need some wind off of the water. I'm not sure. I think I'm on a snack, so hold on. These Fit Crunch are so good, and they are inexpensive. Okay, you get 16 grams of protein, only 3 grams of sugar, but it tastes sweeter than 3 grams of sugar, and only 190 grams, 90 calories, and it's gluten free. I love this. So yeah, it's almost 2:30. I should be in Houston by 2:30. Then we'll be headed out to Galveston. Maybe. I don't think they have signs that say, go this way to Mexico. So the reason why I'm saying that is because when I had put $30 in my tank, right, and filled her up, then I went to work, right, used up half a gallon of gas, trying to make $120. And so I had half a gas in my tank, right? So that's when I said, hey, you've been telling yourself, you've been wanting to go on a trip, and now here's your opportunity, right? If nothing else, you current on the mortgage, right? So you have a home base, Shenandoah. You have a home base, right? Now, Rochelle said you could make a good over $200 a day doing Uber down here in Houston. A part of me wants to test that out. Okay? Because you know how I be like sometimes when people are like, oh yeah, I had to leave town in order to make money. Right? Even Jesus had to leave his hometown in order to, convert, get some converts. Woodland so interesting how, right? First, I thought the mega church was in the woodlands, but either they, oh, that's right. He also bought that stadium, right? He bought that stadium, the Astrodome or something like that. He also bought the Astrodome, which is down there in Houston, and converted that to, you know, his church. This is a beautiful outdoor mall. It looks like a lot of people try to get off here in the woodlands. Because it's a beautiful area. Even the greeter at the Walmart store had jokes. The most beautiful part of this trip is wherever I go, I can camp. I can car camp. I don't have to worry about, you know, finding a hotel. I don't have to worry about not having no space to sleep. Now, hey, you know, for those people who sleep sitting up, you know, I ain't taking nothing away from you. I cannot sleep sitting up. I cannot sleep if I'm uncomfortable. I cannot sleep if I'm in a new environment and the shit feels strange. And that could be too much noise, that could be too many people, that could be whatever it is that makes me feel strange about that place. Okay. So this is gonna be totally new to me, right? One of the first things that I'm gonna wanna do is go to a spot and just take the view in from my car. That's what I want to do first. From my van. From Jimmy. My car's name is Jen, and we call her Jimmy. Okay? Houston got a lot of traffic. Okay, it's 2:15 in the afternoon, and there's how many lanes? There's 5 lanes and 1 express lane on both sides of the highway, and we're in traffic. Yes, we're in traffic. And we're not even quite in the city limits yet, which leads me to believe that, hey, Houston got their own problems. They got their own problems. It's hot too. Damn, it's 88 degrees. It's damn near, it is 90 degrees out here. Good Lord. This is not for the people who like it cool. Don't come to Houston. It's 90 degrees in February. Definitely shorts and short sleeves weather here. And even putting on some shoes might make you too hot. You might want to put on some sandals. instantly got cooler once I took off my little shoes. And I ain't even wearing socks. I'm like, wow, but 90 degrees is 90 degrees is 90 degrees, period. So Huntsville and Woodlands are very congested areas besides Houston, okay? Very congested. Traffic is congested. The highways are large. It don't matter. It's still very congested. A lot of people living there, okay? I was waiting to come up on Waco. I think Waco lost its whole reputation. Somehow. Because I know I put it on the recording. I said, hey, before, Waco used to have, cheap gas. Before I knew it, I'm looking for Waco, right? But before I knew it, I'm running up on Huntsville. I'm like, yeah, Huntsville, sometimes they can have cheap gas and sometimes they don't, right? So some stations do have cheap gas and some don't, right? Now, I'm going to keep my eye open to see how much the gasoline is as I get closer to the big city. Right? Because the traffic is opened up in between cities. And I'm like, oh, okay. So these big cities, shoot, they be having a lot of traffic. So let's do this.